so you cleared all that garbage out of the way, and now it's time for the real video. So
It's
today
a good idea.
What's that?
You even said it was a good idea.
It's a good idea in the future. It's developing still.
Like what, 2029?
Maybe. Anyways, today
Okay.
we want to do a how-to video for you guys on a couple tricks, which are going to be front and rear peg hops, right?
Right, but you're doing the rear.
Yeah, I'm doing rear peg hops. You're just going to be doing front hops on the pedals, right? Not the pegs.
Yeah, I don't do front hops on the back pegs.
Front hops on the front pegs.
No. I am not doing the way. I'm doing it on the pedals like a man.
RL thinks he has an image he has to upkeep. So I'll do the rear peg hops because those aren't cool enough for RL, and then he's going to try and teach you guys the front hops, I guess. Oh shit, it's the Popo.
That's it, man.
Coming for you not wearing a mask, bro.
Front hops?
Yeah,
Front hops are not simple.
you said it was.
No, I didn't.
Well, it's not, when I say simple, it's like, that doesn't mean it's easy. It's just not a super like intricate trick.
Okay. I thought simple meant easy, but
No.
okay. Yeah, this is hard. I mean, I can only do like 5 or 6.
Yeah. Back hop's a little easier, but it's a cool big bike trick to do as well. Of course, you're going to need pegs on your bike for the rear hops, so that's important. Don't forget about that.
I'm not. Oh yeah, right. You're talking rim now. Okay.
Other than that, just want to remind you guys to check out our Ring of Fire merchandise on rlosborn.com. We still are getting that stuff printed, but that is just about here. And we still have inventory, or we're still selling more of each product from that line. We haven't ended that, what do you call it?
Service?
That release yet of clothes.
Oh.
So
okay.
those are still available. Again, it's rlosborn.com under the merch section. And other than that, just want to tell you guys to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I guess we're going to get into it now, unless you got something you want to say first.
No.
Okay, let's do it. Alright, so RL's going to start with the front hops. Going to see how many he can get.
How many?
I wasn't counting.
Let's do it again. Are you counting or am I?
I'll count this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14. That's pretty
And
good.
I chose to stop bouncing, just so you know.
Okay. So obviously for this trick, you're going to need a front brake, unless
I think I nailed that one, huh?
unless you're good at jamming your foot in there. You want to walk them through it? Tell them how you do this.
Well, so I am rolling forward, and if you try doing your hops with your back end like this, not very high, you're going to be like all squirrely. It's not going to work. You got to be really steep. You got to have good front brakes, you know, whatever you have. Once you get up there, they probably won't move.
Woo.
So I'm using my feet and my hands. I think I'm using my head too, but you're not supposed to use your head.
So this is kind of piecing together the how-to we did for the front wheel endo. Now you're kind of adding another layer to that, adding the hops to it.
Right, but it's totally different because when you first try it, you're gonna try to move your bike and it won't move.
Yeah.
But you got to get steep, hold your brakes locked on, and your feet. You got to lift your feet because when you're at this angle, and you lift your feet kind of back, it'll help lift the bike. And if you start dropping down, you're not steep enough. So you want to be steep, and you're pulling with your hands, and you're kind of bouncing on the front tire. So you're using your arms. And I'm learning this bigger tire gives me a little more bounce.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And if you go over, just keep your brakes on.
Jump off.
Try to keep your family away from that area.
So any little helpful hints or tricks?
Well,
or is it more just repetition?
yeah, I'm using my arms. I'm bouncing on the front tire, moving my body back. At the same time, it is critical, your feet on the pedals, to lift your pedals. Lift them up the way you want to hop. And keep your wheel straight. If it goes sideways, it gets weird. And you'll have to learn where that sweet spot is. But just keep your front brakes on. You can go over sideways and you'll be fine. Okay, I learned something there. Okay, so when the back end was dropping, so when I got up, I was bouncing good, and it was getting hard to bounce because the back end dropped. You can lift with your feet and your hands and move your front wheel back and try to catch your balance. Okay. In fact, guys that are good at doing that, like Martin in Ireland, man, he did it for like an hour. 360, or well, he did way more than that.
The world record holder.
Yeah. He knows everything, every little balance point. It's kind of the trick of everything. Is it's not just doing the trick, it's learning how to move your body to keep the trick in position. Yeah. Body English.
That was cool.
Yeah, when I'm steep, man, that's the ticket. Steep, yep. And the bike lifts way easier and it stays in place. And if you start to go over frontwards, hop this way to catch yourself. If you're going backwards, try to hop back. It'll take a little bit to learn that. You got to build up the strength for that, which I really don't have. I don't just jam up into it. I come up into it slowly, move my body forward, and then when I feel that balance point, then I start the hops. It's going to feel really awkward at first if you've never tried them, but just try for one hop, stop, next try for two, do two a few times, just ease into it. Don't try to break Martin's record your first shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, is it my turn to demonstrate?
Yeah.
All right, let's switch it up. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do rear peg hops, I guess you would call it. You're basically just hopping on the back tire while standing on the pegs. This trick definitely easier if you have a front brake to help you get into it, but you can do it without it, it doesn't matter. Basically, you're just going to start off. I start off pretty slow because I don't have the front brake, so I can't like do an endo and then come back. So I just wait to slow down, grab the brake and lean back, and then you start hopping. And you gotta find that first hop's the most important one, because that's kind of like your balancing point, or where you find your balancing point. And then once you got that, it's just kind of little minor hops with adjustments to regain your balance.
You got way better at that, man, because before, without the front brakes, it was hard to get into, which I understand, but now you're like talking and...
Yeah, well, I kind of surprised myself on that one. I didn't think I'd get it.
I was like, damn, man, he's been practicing.
I didn't think I was going to get it on the first try. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a simple trick, but it's like good for building up your skills because it helps with balance, and I've noticed it's helped my peg wheelies doing that trick. It just kind of helps you figure out how to maneuver your bike around and get it to do what you want. It's also really good exercise too. I'm usually, after 10 hops, I'm pretty out of breath.
You stop and then lean back and pull the bars up? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, but because I don't have a back brake or front brake.
I love that list he has.
Huh?
What?
What did you say?
I didn't say anything.
What I was saying is, if I had a front brake, I would do like you do, an endo on the front wheel, and then you go down to start rolling backwards. And when you're rolling backwards and you're on the pegs, it's easy because then when you pull your back brake, the bike just pops up on its own. You don't have to really pull it up and do that whole thing. But that's just because I don't have a front brake, so I have to do that. Whew. Throw a little bar spin in there. I found, I didn't do it this time, but if you got a front brake and you're going to do it that way, just have your front brake on when you're doing that front endo. There's no need to wait. So front brake's on now, and then you just rock it back. You showed me that one.
Let's see a 1-footer variation.
Huh?
1-footer.
What do you mean?
Just, like you turn the bars but take off a foot. That's how we used to do it. That's where it all started. Take off a foot, then a hand, and then... Pretty close.
All right. I think that's pretty much it. Not too much else to say about that trick.
All right.
Anything you want to say?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
When you go onto the front brakes and then you transfer to the back brakes,
Yeah.
do you roll in between?
Well, that's what I was saying. So like when you go on the front brake and do that endo, if you just pull your back brake at the same time there and hold it, then you don't have to roll it all and it'll just pop right back up. Makes it easier. The first time there, I did the endo, rolled back, and then pulled it. I mean, if you want to do like a variation of the trick, you can for sure do that. It's just a little harder. So for learning, I would say just pull that back brake right when you pull the front brake.
I noticed it when I got on your bike because they got that, whoever designed that, Todd or Mark or whoever designed the SE Blocks Flyer, put a bigger diameter seat stay, and it really stiffened up the rear end, which is nice.
Yeah, it's pretty fat. It's got a fat back end to her.
You prefer a fat back end?
It's a thick back end, actually.
It's a what?
Thick back end.
So you prefer a thick back end?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
All right, well, I think that about wraps it up.
All right, cool.
Okay guys, so that wraps up our how-to video for today on the front wheel hops as well as the back wheel peg hops. Just wanted to say thank you guys for watching the video as always, really appreciate it. We were thinking too, you know, we're always trying to come up with new tricks that we want to learn and then teach you guys. So whatever you want to see us do or tricks you want to see us working on,
within our capabilities. Yeah.
Comment about that, you know, on this video so we can get to work on that.
You know, what I do, 14 front hops, since I've been riding, that's a record for me.
Ooh.
Right?
Should we call Guinness?
No. I know Martin's name will come up and just be like...
Yeah, but that was on foreign soil. This is on American soil.
They're going to go, how many are you doing?
And 14? the whole metric system conversion, you don't know. Your hops might actually be more.
So what is 14 hops in metric?
I don't know. They might be doing like millimeters and stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what he's doing.
Because we're on the standard. Imperial, I don't know. Anyways, we were talking, you know, we've been practicing a lot those wheelies and peg wheelies. So we're thinking maybe our next how-to will be a how-to on how to do wheelies and peg wheelies. Or at least, you know, how we do them.
Yeah.
Because we're
that
not
sounds
doing
good. And then
we're not doing blocks just
the
yet.
other idea?
Oh, the 360.
Yeah, so you want me to talk?
That's in the works too. I don't know what you call that, but it's like you're just doing a bunny hop and then you spin and land on the back tire and then you keep the rotation going into a wheelie basically.
Well, I land on the back tire because I'm not strong enough yet to do it without the back brakes. So
oh, I see.
I use the back brakes, but there's I mean, guys on 20-inch are they do that in their sleep.
Yeah.
But this is big bikes and it's a little different.
Yeah.
But it would be cool. We could do that, and then someone else could learn it on a big bike and wheelie out of it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, right.
I could learn how to do that.
Yep. Yeah, so we got some stuff in the works for the future, so definitely stay tuned for that. Anything you want to say before we go? Before my back blows out from holding this camera.
I told you we should have a harness. Let's give a shout out to the ROF brothers.
Ring of Fire Bros.
You gave it away, man.
What?
It's ROF, man. Nobody's supposed to know, but now you know.
Oh, you don't think the big Ring of Fire in the group would give that away?
Is there a picture in there?
Yeah, there's like a profile picture for it.
Who's the communicator?
I don't know.
Somebody told. Oh, it's Shay. Shay, that's Shay's new name.
Who's the negotiator?
That's Richie. Faux Show is William, and Brian is the record breaker.
Oh.
And then Radical Rick is Rick Allison. I didn't know that for a long time. I thought it was Damien who wrote Radical Rick in BMX Plus.
Oh.
There's another one. Oh, Fish is in there.
Yeah.
Good rider.
And Brian, apparently he did a 30-foot jump recently.
I don't think that's recent. I think that's a long time ago when he was in his prime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it wasn't a joke.
No, that was when he was young. He blasted out of a quarter pipe or a bowl or something, from what I heard, was way over these huge speakers.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Is there a picture of it?
I think Patrick said he sent a video or something.
Oh, really? I want to see that.
Yeah.
I heard it's high. William said it's like...
Yeah.
Not Matt Hoffman territory, but way up there.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody goes in Matt's
Damn.
territory.
All right, well, I guess that about wraps it up for today's video. Got any final words?
I'm blank. Just have a good day,
Okay.
and we'll talk to you guys soon.